Hey you guys, it is William calling from Wiwibloggs and a special hey Sverige to all you Melodifestivalen fans. This is super exciting. Cornelia Jakobs, a huge fan favorite. She has won Melfest 2022 and will sing her song Hold Me Closer in Torino.
Crazy. It's surreal. I can't really imagine, and I'm standing here in this empty arena and I'm like, what is happening right now? It's crazy. I'm going to Turin. Are you going there too?
Devon!
Hey William, congratulations to my girl from Love Generation, Cornelia Jakobs. You have won Melodifestivalen.
Should we talk about it? Let's do this! Oh my goodness, she was my favorite coming into this, like so many of you, and she has pulled it off, beating off a strong challenge from Anders Bagge, who won the televote.
70 poäng! Vi har en vinnare av Melodifestivalen 2022!
But our girl was saved by the international juries, who often give a sense, a flavor of what juries will do at the actual Eurovision. So very interesting. All right, hitting Soleil. I love that glow behind her.
Well, this is not what I want.
You and me intimacy.
So the good things come to an end. So baby, bye bye.
This is a conversation.
Most of all, I wish that I could love you less.
True.
A painful love letter.
I'll find someone else.
A goodbye.
Say it isn't me, but when the
Love this shot.
Ha.
hold me close.
And we're right into it.
Before the sunrise, might be bleeding.
It's beautiful.
You might not be fine. Oh,
This is like painful meditation, self-reckoning.
but until the sun
It sounds like many pop songs. It sounds a little bit like one of Sia's tracks.
Organic, natural, folksy.
Left Outside Alone, Anastasia.
This gives me a Loreen vibe, this choreography right here. It's broken. Touch that hair, girl. She's coming to life.
Oh, we're back to the barefoot singer. I love her shimmy shimmy thing. On point, boy.
I love this part. It's so beautiful. It's pure. This is so pure.
A green sun.
Soul.
Interesting.
And the light. This is so simple and so effective. No distraction, just her voice, her pain. We're going red. Modal.
Cause tomorrow will hurt really bad. Cause I'm about to lose the best I ever had. Hold me closer,
Red for passion, pain, blood, beating heart.
but don't you mind, I'll be fine. Oh, excuse me, I found the right.
She doesn't need choreography.
But until the
She just needs to feel the music. It's like she's at a concert. It's like giving a real concert.
Spin the wheel, girl.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No, Tusen, talk to you. That was unbelievable. Look, if you watched our top 3 pick video before Melodifestivalen, you'll hear a lot of what I've already said coming back again. What I love about this is it's so pure, it's so honest, it's so real. In the past, Swedish entries have at times been too manufactured, too perfect, too polished, too pop. This toes the line. Yes, it's well done, it's well crafted, it's smooth, it sounds amazing, it's radio ready. But it's got a natural pain, emotion, and grit that comes from within. It's not forced. It feels completely natural. It doesn't feel calculated or manipulated. It just feels honest. If you look at the lyrics of the song, this is all about the happenstance of love, the chance of romance, how you can meet the right person at the wrong time. I know many of y'all have been there. And she gives that message, that story life, and it's just so relatable. I think the sentiments here, the raw beauty, does remind me of Shallow from Lady Gaga. I'm in no way saying this is plagiarism. I'm just talking about a vibe. It's a similar vibe, and I really like that vibe. It's a universal vibe that people understand. I mentioned how at a certain moment she reminded me of Loreen with like the broken down choreography on the floor, and then she gets up. But this doesn't need choreography. This is just her moving her body, feeling the rhythm, feeling the folksy sound. And that, again, is what makes this so special. I don't think you want to have her too programmed, because the moment this becomes robotic, it loses its magic. It's all about this organic sort of, I wear natural deodorant, and I use a recyclable shopping bag. I don't know, just that natural, earthy feel. That's what I'm loving here.
Tusen tack, my girl. Okay. There's a bit to unpack here. Okay, I'm going to start with the song. I really like the song. I think the song has got heart, and I think it unveils raw emotion. Do I think that Cornelia Jakobs is the best person to sing this song? Absolutely not. Her vocals are shaky at best, and whilst you may say that provides a level of authenticity, I feel that this song could be sung much better. But, she does co-author her own song. So, again, very impressive, because Melodifestivalen is usually a marriage of, songwriters and performers. So she actually straddles both.
These lyrics, who wrote these lyrics? Cornelia Jakobs' daughter, Isa Molin, and David Zandon. Y'all are poets. I just want to read these lyrics. No need to apologize, because there's nothing to regret. Well, this is not what I wanted. Guess all the good things come to an end. So baby, bye-bye. Wish you the best. But most of all, I wish that I could love you less. Well, maybe you're right. I'll find someone else. You say it isn't me, but when did that ever help? Hold me closer, although you'll leave before the sunrise. I'll be bleeding, but don't you mind. I'll be fine. Oh, it kills me. I found the right one at the wrong time. But until the sunrise, hold tight, hold tight. She basically is saying, hold me closer before you leave me forever. That is just so emotionally painful. Dagger to the heart. I don't know what the circular orb behind her is meant to represent, but when it turns red, you do think of the burning sun, perhaps, or a bleeding heart. And that's when she I think she's had her reckoning, and she knows she's got to go now, she's got to move on. And so it burns bright, it burns most painful, it burns, it's the blood moon rising, a symbol of change, the universe, spinning on its axis like everything's going haywire. But after that, there is a new beginning. Also, her voice fits this so perfectly. Gritty, raspy, a little smoky, very sexy. Someone wrote, I think it was on the Wiwibloggs website in the comment section, I can't find it, but someone was criticizing her and saying it sounded like girl just woke up. Like she just woke up and she's singing this song. But I think that's deliberate. That's part of the storytelling. It's kind of got this lackadaisical dizziness at the beginning, and she's like, what's going on? She's speaking to herself, yes, but she's also speaking to the person who's leaving her. And yeah, that feeling of just waking up, of being disorientated, it fits. So I don't know if our girl was taking a nap before her performance or what, but she needs to recreate this at Eurovision, because I do think this is a potential Eurovision winner.
This is in the vein of many pop songs, so it really does borrow even strong elements of familiarity and similarity with other established pop songs. I could hear a little bit of Sia, I could hear a little bit of Anastasia. I could even hear at times influences of Macy Gray. So yeah, in terms of originality, perhaps not the most original, but no one's inventing new sounds anyway, so that doesn't really bother me. Most songs, my experience is, the song is, yeah, neither here nor there. However, the staging does elevate the song. This for me is flipped in reverse. I think the staging is really lackluster and quite, it's just basic. It's basic. They could do much better. And the danger, of course, is that Sweden often does this copy and paste thing and has done it for several years, so they won't even change wardrobe. But wardrobe on this occasion is on point, by the way. But I feel like the staging could be elevated so much more. In the opening shots where she's sort of like in the dark galaxies and you've got all these starlights popping and stuff, even that camera shot is really shaky. And then it's just a big giant circumference that she spins one time on stage. I don't know. I think that, you could be a lot more creative with staging. And overall, this is a decent package, albeit basic. It's very, very average, but it's decent. It's decent enough to give Sweden a ticket for the grand final. But, I don't see this kind of breaking new mold. This is not Loreen's Euphoria. What the heck? She couldn't even repeat that with statements. But we're not going to go there. This is just, yeah. Cornelia Jakobs, of course, tried to win Melodifestivalen a couple of times. I believe in 2011 and 2012 with Love Generation. Amazing. And I'm really pleased that we get to see her in Turin. But, I don't know. This is not, this is not the finest hour of music. But yeah, Sweden won't, but Sweden will do well, no doubt.
We should point out that Sweden has not sent a solo female performer since Sanna Nielsen way back in Copenhagen 2014. Girl was undoing our sad, and now Cornelia Jakobs' daughter, she is undoing Sweden's obsession with male solo performers. But shout out to the mamas, they were supposed to go in 2020, but of course we had the pandemic. Now let's talk about the very important matter of qualification. Sweden is singing in semi-final 2. They've been drawn into the second half. In this semi-final, we will see Australia, Georgia, Cyprus, Serbia, Finland, Azerbaijan, San Marino, Israel, and Malta performing in the first half. And then in the second half, you have Montenegro, Romania, Czech Republic, Poland, Belgium, North Macedonia, Sweden, Estonia, and Ireland. So obviously qualification, this is not an issue. Sweden is a threat to win its semi-final. In fact, in terms of the jury, let me look at this list. You know what, in terms of the jury vote, I kind of feel like Sweden's got this semi-final on lock. And maybe even in the televote, look, it's gonna slay. Sweden's going to the final, and in the final, it will contend for the win. I'm not gonna start with a should this be top 10, should this be top 5. This is in contention to win. I think there are a lot of ballads this year, as of the time of filming on March 13th, a Sunday. Yes, there are lots of ballads, but the ballads actually sound different, so I'm not necessarily sure they would cancel each other out. For instance, Greece has more of an electro Imogene Heap feel. It's like, it's just electro and unique in that way. This is very folksy from Sweden, which is a different vibe. Mahmoud and Blanco, they've got this, it's just this Italian elegance. They don't sound the same. None of these songs sound the same, and I think they will all have their audience. It will come down to staging. We know, well, partly to staging. We know that Sweden typically keeps their staging from Melodifestivalen, and in this case, I totally think they should. This feels like a real concert event. Kind of like Måneskin gave us a concert last year when they won, like you felt like you were at a rock concert. Here, with her on this platform, out there among the people, looking at the people, going to the side, going to the camera, it feels like a concert event, and it makes it more intimate and emotional, and This to me is just one of the best songs we've seen from a national final in so many years. This is just amazing. You know, I have gone off Melodifestivalen in recent years, not because it's a bad show, but because I think I overdosed. And I think when you have this onslaught of pop music, it can start to sound similar. Like you can start to see kind of patterns both in people and music. But here we've got Cornelia coming out solo with this song that just, I don't know, it's like a turning point. It's like reinvigorated my passion for Sweden. I thought the final last night was excellent. There were lots of good songs and some brilliant staging.
The thing is, music experts, Sweden is a safe bet, isn't it? They're gonna push Sweden through because, you know, it's safe, it's inoffensive, it's tried and tested music industry, and overall, even if you have to vote without bias, Sweden does deserve, in many, many instances, pretty much all instances in recent memory, to qualify. So yeah, and this is no exception. This will qualify. Will this do well? I see a mid-table finish for this. Yeah. As of the time of recording this video, of course, Hold Me Closer has been climbing up the Swedish pop charts and it currently sits in the top 5, which is great. I expect as we draw closer to Eurovision, it will, you know, reach newer heights. This also sounds a little bit like Lady Gaga's Shallow, and you know what, delivered with a very raspy tone. And whilst I appreciate different tonal shifts in voices and in vocal delivery, a part of this just sounds really unfinished. It doesn't sound like it's adding value to the lyrical content. It just sounds like my girl can't sing so well. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it's a bad day, but I just need that live vocal to be a lot more polished, and I need the staging to set me ablaze. Currently, both very weak points, with a good song and a very competent artist. So there's a lot to fix here, but there's also a lot that's currently slaying.
Prior to the final of Melodifestivalen, there was a lot of drama. People were worried that the Swedish public would put Anders Bagge on top. They did end up doing this, but the international juries kind of tanked him, and so our girl Cornelia is able to hold up that trophy very, very high. These are some comments from the Wiwibloggs website. Jonas says, "This is why juries exist, people. Long live juries." Juries are, of course, a constant source of tension. I think fans have a tendency to overreact if their favorite does not win with the jury. But then when the jury does vote for the favorite, OMG, juries are everything. Look, there's no perfect voting system, let's just face it. But in Sweden, I think those of us on this channel anyways feel like the right decision was made. Paul Legend God Nova says, "Finally a good representative of Swedish mainstream music. It isn't all plastic pop and X Factor-esque performances planned to the slightest detail. I can't wait to follow Cornelia's path to Turin." Sabrina says, "What a relief. It's my favorite Swedish entry since 2012. I wouldn't mind if Cornelia takes the crown in May, which I believe is a very possible outcome. Amen, hallelujah." Purple Mask says, "Oh wow, Cornelia's winner's performance was even stronger than her first one, so she has even more potential. Astonishing." Jimmy says, "Totally, it was nice to see. Cornelia completely loosened up for her winner's performance, really leaned into the song, and it was clear she enjoyed it. I hope she channels that confidence in Turin." Bob says, "As a Swede, I'm very grateful for the international juries tonight, even though they sometimes vote like they're on crack. I'm super happy Cornelia won, and I gave all my votes to her. Also, thanks to all international fans so much for the love and support for our entry. Haven't felt so much support for a Swedish entry in a while. It's very humbling, and thanks for watching Melodifestivalen. The more, the merrier. It was a lot of fun going through your comments. Love from Sweden to everyone out there. Hope we brightened your Saturday night. Heart emoji." And Nama says, "Bravo, Sweden. She will bring another great result for Sweden, and the difference is that this time fans will stand behind it." Girl says, "From worst Melodifestivalen ever to Sweden 2023, I love Eurovision." Now I've got to say, we should remember that you don't need 28 stellar songs to do well at Eurovision, you need 1 or 2 good songs that win to do well at Eurovision. I think for me, like, I wasn't so into the semifinals. There was usually 1 or 2 acts I kind of liked, but like sitting through all 7 wasn't my cup of tea. But we should remember, Sweden's Melodifestivalen is for the Swedish audience. This is not for the rest of us. Like, Anders Bagge clearly has some very strong appeal domestically, so of course they put him in the show, and it's great that he did well. I think when you look at the competition aspect for Eurovision, it is good that he didn't win, because he would not have done as well as Cornelia will. And finally, Rolaf Im says, thank the gods for this. Sweden will be back in the top 3, if not win. They have an incredible entry that has the Swedish class combined with genuine emotions and grit, but I can't believe the runner-up had so many points for his mediocre entry, but alas. Look, this is just absolutely stellar. I cannot wait to meet Cornelia. I cannot wait to put this song on loop. Literally every time I hear this, I get like watery, my glands, I can feel them swelling. And I can only imagine like how many other people who haven't heard the song before, how they're gonna have a similar reaction when they see this on that grand stage in Torino. Congratulations, SVT. Congratulations, all you Swedish Melfest fans. Congratulations, Eurovision fans, because we have another song to give credibility to the contest. This is just amazing.
Okay, Cornelia Jakobs probably hates me by now, but what is her mood board saying? Is she on Pinterest? Because if she's not, she needs to jump on it. And whilst you're at it, follow Wiwibloggs on Pinterest. Yes, you won't see my bloodshot eyes there.
In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you living for Cornelia Jakobs' daughter? Do you think she could win Eurovision? Do you think she'll win her semi-final? Do you think the song needs any tweaks, any changes? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs. And we will see you later. Tusen, tusen tack. Bye. Hej då.